Hi, and welcome to the SoCal Yearbook Gal Education Series designed to inspire, encourage, support, and make your life easier. This week we are talking about theme copy and how your theme copy can really set the stage for your entire book, and it also helps explain your title. So before we do that though, I would like to talk about just some foundational pieces and some elements and items that you might not want to miss as we're starting off this year. And these are coming from the Yearbook production plan, What to Do When. So just to kind of fly through a couple of these things, don't forget to check the spelling of student and faculty names. Make sure that those names are spelled correctly. Sometimes it's between your photographer list and your student body list. Just make sure that those names are accurate and that they match up. As far as organization and planning this week, let's determine a grid column layout structure, decide what you're going to be doing, how many columns you're going to have per page. And then on top of that, it's really trendy right now to increase the exterior margins. And so if you can add more white space to that area, that's been super trendy. It looks really good and it allows the eye a spot to rest. So determine what kind of column layout you want or grid layout, and then go that way. Also in the gutter, make sure that your gutter spacing is big enough as well, because you don't want people to have to like force open the book in order to be able to read your captions or see your pictures. As far as editorial photo goes, make sure that your photo assignments are determined. Who is taking pictures of what events? And do you even know what the events are yet? I know some of us are still kind of struggling. We're not sure what's going to be happening, but if you can get in touch with ASB, whoever's going to be planning all of the events, make sure that you have a list of what's going on. And as soon as you have that list, you need to just fill in the spots right next to it with who is taking pictures of those events. Some students in class, I've actually been in classes before where I was like, did you know that you guys have a ping pong tournament? And they're like, what? It's like, who's taking pictures? I don't know. So you have to know that you have a ping pong tournament going on in order to put somebody on that for taking pictures. So do those photo assignments, make sure that they're posted in some shared spot on the wall or in like a shared drive, and then make sure that everybody can see that. We're going to talk about theme copy in just a second, but book sales and promotions, begin selling your business and parent ads, buddy ads, group ads, whatever kind of ads you can get. And as we talked about last week, please make sure that those are priced appropriately so that you are making money on those ads. And then basic coverage for the first month of school. Take as many pictures as you can. As we've learned from previous years, we don't know how long we're going to be in school. Hopefully we're going to be in school this entire year and we'll have students within those buildings, but we just don't know. So take as many pictures as you can right now. We can sort through them later, but take them, organize them, and also ask parents, ask your community for pictures too. That'll definitely help. So back to theme copy. I love theme copy so much because I think when you have a title for your book, sometimes it's confusing. Like, why is your book called Reconfigure? Here's a really great book, Reconfigure. I would expect that the theme copy will explain why it's called Reconfigure, and it absolutely does. So what a cool theme right here, Reconfigure. The theme, the black and white, the gray is pulled through onto the end sheets. And then as we turn, we have this really brilliant dominant photo right here. And it has the table of contents. This is a chronological book. And then right here is our theme copy. So I'm just going to read a couple of these to you just so that you understand a little bit about what theme copy should look like. And some of the typical ideas of theme copy is that it needs to be specific to your school, specific to the year, and you'll hear it in here. This theme copy is this is the Vandegrift High School in Austin, Texas. This is a 2021 book, so last year's book, but it's very specific. As I read this, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's definitely what happened in 2020, 2021. And it's specific to the school, and you'll hear that too. It says, this year looked very different. When March 13, 2020 came around and all schools were closed, none of us thought this would still be going on today. But here we are, reconfiguring our routines. Reconfigure. From new football helmets with installed plastic shields to daily COVID screenings, everything has changed. We've rearranged classrooms and sanitized around the clock, not to mention learning our way around the new Building 3 and adjusting to the half days on Wednesdays. Again, very specific to the school. This year changed our community. This has been a year of fighting for equality, protecting one another, and facing adversity. These experiences have made this Vipers family stronger. We continue to embrace our school spirit, dedication, and namesake at all times. We made the best out of the toughest situations. We had to reconfigure. Again, reconfigure. What a great way to explain that theme. This one too, I love this. This to that. This to that. What does that mean? You can see that their theme is pulled through. We have this really beautiful gradient of color. It's pulled through right here with the table of contents on the end sheet. And then we have that first page, and then right here we have a beautiful dominant photo, and theme copy is right here. So student life divider, and it says this to that down at the bottom. Typically your theme copy will come full circle. It'll end with the title of your book. So it says, returning to school after 6 months of uncertainty, we have had to adapt as a student body. This year has obviously looked a little different than years past, but we do our best to remember the new protocols put in place. Our events may be a little postponed, but it doesn't get in the way of our school spirit. We made the transition seamless when going from this to that. This to that. And this book, I'm kind of obsessed with this book. Those of you who I've seen already, you know I'm obsessed with this book. It's so pretty. This is the Lone Star 2021. It's called Wait a Minute. And I just love how fresh this is. It's just so pretty. Actually, it kind of looks like my California sign. Anyway, Wait a Minute. Really cool. It has the table of contents right here, chronological. And that first page, you have the dominant photo, and the theme copy is actually on this page. And it says, hold up. This year looked really different from what we thought, but it didn't stop us from being 6 feet apart. On November 9, band performed its final show of Reimagined that felt a little more like normal. And then they included a quote from a student right here, which is super cool. And this says, from star steppers to athletes, the parking lot was always full at 6:55 a.m., but we cleared out before first period Zoom. Then another student quote. It was tough, but Hat Club recruited 40 new members in its first week. That's dedication. And another quote from a student. And then it continues on here. Now hang on. Things weren't always easy, but we hurdled over every unexpected obstacle thrown at us, one step at a time. Coming off a loss to Vandegrift, varsity came back against Westwood, 48-21, after the Hoko game was rescheduled to Saturday. Another quote. We stayed up until 1:57 a.m. making flip grids for physics and finishing our English research paper. Another quote. Without its annual bake sale, UNICEF Club got creative to raise $250 for students unable to get an education. Unstoppable. 156 days. Summer came early if we counted from last spring break, right? Even with time on our hands, things remained unsteady. And then it says, I spent pretty much all my free time working. When I wasn't working, I was watching TV at home. I was worried about COVID, obviously, but my school wasn't the number one concern at the time. And then it has more quotes. And Incubator taught me marketing and communication skills. It helped with my product kid fit. And so it just has, like, it came through as like this really cool story that's been pulled throughout for their theme copy. But I love how it's like, hold up, wait a minute. It's definitely hang on, one step at a time. And that really fits in with their theme right here of wait a minute. So that's theme copy. Again, it's unique to your school. You heard a number of things in there about like, hey, we had these tests or these events or the building construction, that kind of stuff. Like what's going on in your school right now that you want to include in your theme copy. And then on top of that, also make sure that it's unique to the year. Make sure that your title is unique, or at least even if it's not super unique, that your theme copy will explain it and make it unique for you. So Good luck writing your theme copy. I've seen students crank out theme copy before I even left the building before. So I know you can do it, and good luck. Edit it, get it special and perfect, because it's the first thing that people are going to read. All right. Have fun writing. Take care. I'd love to see those theme copies. Bye.